What if I told you that persistent feeling of being slower, duller, less like your vibrant self lately might not just be getting older? What if the root could be traced back to something surprisingly simple, hiding in plain sight, an internal shift towards acidity within your body? And what if the key to unlocking your natural glow, your smooth circulation, and yes, even that spark of confidence in the bedroom after 60, could be found in a humble teaspoon of baking soda? That same unassuming powder, likely tucked away right now in your kitchen cabinet. This isn't just hopeful thinking. It's grounded science, a connection many navigating life after 60 haven't been shown. My name is Dr. Sarah Michelle. I'm a physician specializing in health and vitality for mature adults with over 30 years of clinical experience. I've dedicated my career to helping men and women rediscover their inherent strength, mental clarity, and natural energy, without gimmicks, without shame. I've witnessed firsthand what truly moves the needle, and often, it begins with the most fundamental adjustments. Here's the surprising truth most miss. Baking soda isn't just for cleaning sinks or baking cakes. Used thoughtfully and correctly, it can become a powerful ally inside your body. It can help support healthier blood flow, boost the delivery of life-giving oxygen to your cells, improve muscle function and recovery, and even gently support the health of the tiny vessels feeding your most vital organs, including those central to sexual vitality and performance. Frankly, most people have no idea this profound connection even exists. If you find yourself nodding along, if this speaks to a quiet hope you hold, please consider hitting that subscribe button and turning on notifications, the little bell icon. It's the best way to stay connected and never miss another simple, potent strategy, one share to help you thrive after 60. Your journey to renewed vitality matters, and I'm here to guide you. And right now, let me know, does this message resonate? If it sparks something in you, type 1 in the comments below. If it doesn't quite land, type 0. Your honest feedback is invaluable. It helps me create content that truly serves you. Let's uncover the truth together. Let's start by confronting the silent shift many experience, but few truly understand. Why do so many of us begin to lose that inner radiance, that reliable energy, that core confidence as we move past 60? It's a question whispered in my office more often than you'd imagine. 1. Why older bodies lose their glow after 60. More than just time passing, I've sat across from countless men and women, their eyes reflecting a quiet concern. The question isn't usually shouted, it's often murmured. Dr. Sarah, why don't I feel like me anymore? Where did my spark go? This isn't vanity. It's a profound, deeply human longing. The desire to feel truly alive in the body you inhabit, to look in the mirror and see vitality reflecting back, not just weariness. After 60, many notice subtle changes. Skin losing its luminosity, energy dipping faster than it used to, a quiet erosion of confidence in how their body feels and functions. Most simply accept it as the inevitable price of age. But decades of practice have shown me the real culprit is frequently something more active happening beneath the surface. Your body's internal environment is quietly shifting. It often becomes more acidic, inflamed, and burdened by metabolic waste products it can't eliminate as efficiently as before. As kidney function naturally slows slightly with age and blood can become a touch thicker, toxins linger longer. Circulation, the very river of life within you, weakens. Oxygen delivery stutters. Inflammation simmers. Little by little, that inner radiance, the glow of optimal cellular function, begins to dim. It's not just about wrinkles. It's about what's happening inside. I recall Harold vividly. At 67, he described feeling electric in his younger mornings, sharp, strong, ready to conquer the day. Now, even after a full night's sleep, a heavy sluggishness clung to him. His skin looked tired, his motivation waned. Standard checkups declared him normal for his age, but Harold knew. He sensed a vital connection was fraying. The truth is, our bodies weren't designed to thrive under a constant, slow-burn burden of accumulated acidity and waste. They need support to restore balance. And sometimes, remarkably, that support comes from the most unexpected, overlooked place on your pantry shelf. Which brings us to baking soda. Because once you grasp how it helps reset your body's fundamental chemistry, you'll never view that little yellow box the same way again. 2. The science of baking soda and your body's pH. The hidden balancing act. When I first explain the internal mechanics of baking soda to patients, the reaction is often disbelief. Wait, they say, leaning forward, that white powder I use on my teeth or in the fridge. That does something inside me. Yes, exactly that. Beyond its familiar household roles, baking soda, sodium bicarbonate, is a potent natural alkalizer. This means its core action is to gently neutralize excess acid in your system, helping to shift your internal pH back towards its ideal, slightly alkaline state. For someone navigating life after 60, restoring this delicate balance can be transformative for how you feel every single day. As we age, several factors, dietary patterns, reduced kidney efficiency, chronic low-grade inflammation, even stress, can subtly push the body towards a more acidic internal environment. This state, sometimes called low-grade metabolic acidosis, is insidious. It doesn't always scream. It whispers. It can quietly drain your energy reserves, stiffen your joints, rob your skin of its natural luminosity, and slow down cellular processes everywhere. Think of it like a pervasive, energy-sapping fog settling over your entire system. Research, such as studies published in journals like the Journal of Nutrition and Kidney International, has explored how chronic low-grade acidosis is linked to muscle wasting, bone loss, and fatigue, particularly in older populations. Here's where baking soda steps in as a surprisingly effective tool. When dissolved in water and ingested, it reacts with stomach acid initially, but its key metabolites travel into the bloodstream and interstitial fluids. There, bicarbonate ions act as a buffer, mopping up excess hydrogen ions acidity. It's like sending in a gentle, neutralizing cleanup crew. The result? Blood can flow a little more freely. Oxygen, carried by hemoglobin that functions optimally in a slightly alkaline environment, is delivered more efficiently to hungry tissues. Inflammation pathways begin to ease. Studies, including one in the Journal of Immunology, have even shown baking soda can signal anti-inflammatory changes in certain immune cells. Raymond, a patient in his early 70s, started a simple, careful baking soda routine. After a few weeks, he remarked, "It's subtle, Dr. Sarah, but definite." Like a little bit of the fog lifted. I have more pep for my morning walk. Now, let's be clear, baking soda isn't a magic wand. But it is a potent physiological tool when used correctly. And crucially, it lays essential groundwork for something even more critical to feeling vibrant: robust, healthy circulation. Because without strong, steady blood flow reaching every corner of your being, even the best habits fall frustratingly short. So, let's explore how this kitchen staple might hold a key to revitalizing one of your body's most vital systems. 3. Baking soda and blood flow. The vital circulation link unlocked. If 3 decades in medicine have taught me one fundamental truth about vitality after 60, it's this: circulation is everything. It's the lifeline. It's not merely about your heart pumping or your major arteries. It's about life-giving blood, oxygen, and nutrients reaching the farthest capillaries, nourishing your brain, your muscles, your skin, and yes, every intimate organ. Yet, after 60, so many men and women start to feel it. Colder hands and feet that never quite warm up, minor cuts taking longer to heal, a persistent background fatigue, and often, challenges in the bedroom. These aren't just random annoyances. They're distress signals that blood isn't flowing with its former vigor. What truly saddens me is how often these signals get brushed aside as just part of aging, when the reality is, your body might be pleading for better flow. This is where baking soda transitions from a simple kitchen ingredient to a potential circulatory ally.
How?
The science points to several mechanisms. First, by reducing systemic acidity and inflammation, as we discussed, baking soda helps create an internal environment where blood vessels can function more optimally. Acidosis can impair the function of the endothelium, the delicate lining of your blood vessels, which is crucial for regulating blood flow and pressure. More directly, research suggests sodium bicarbonate can support the production and bioavailability of nitric oxide, NO. NO is often called the body's master vasodilator. It signals blood vessels to relax and widen. A study published in Nitric Oxide Journal indicated that sodium bicarbonate supplementation could enhance NO metabolism. When vessels are more relaxed and flexible, blood flows more easily, overcoming minor resistances and reaching tissues more effectively. Think of baking soda acting like a gentle internal tune-up for your vascular network. It supports the pathways your blood needs to nourish your muscles, brain, skin, and critically, your sexual organs. George, 71, came to me frustrated. His hands and feet were constantly cold, and his energy was perpetually low. Within a week of starting a cautious baking soda protocol alongside hydration, he reported, "It's like someone turned the faucet back on slightly. My fingers aren't icy, and I don't feel like I need a nap by 10 a.m. It wasn't magic, it was biochemistry aligning more favorably. But robust blood flow isn't just about feeling warmer or less fatigued. It plays an absolutely pivotal role in physical performance, stamina, and crucially, the confidence that stems from feeling capable, especially in the most private aspects of life. And that's precisely what we need to explore next. 4. Baking soda and muscle performance after 60. Buffering the burn, there's a specific kind of frustration that sets in when your muscles simply don't cooperate like they once did. I hear it constantly. "Dr. Sarah, I'm trying. I walk, I do a little gardening, but even small efforts leave me stiff, sore, and wiped out for days." What they're describing isn't laziness or lack of willpower. It's often the physiological consequence of acid buildup in aging muscle tissue. As we grow older, our bodies become less efficient at buffering the lactic acid and other metabolites produced during even mild exertion. When this acid lingers, it causes that familiar burn, stiffness, and profound fatigue. Recovery slows down significantly. This is where baking soda emerges as an unlikely, yet scientifically supported, performance ally. Its core action as a buffer directly addresses this issue. By increasing the bicarbonate reserve in your blood, baking soda helps neutralize the lactic acid produced by working muscles as it's generated. This buffering effect means the acid doesn't accumulate as quickly or intensely. The result? Your muscles can work harder, longer before fatigue sets in, and crucially, they recover faster afterwards. This isn't just theory. It's a principle long utilized by athletes, often called soda doping, and validated in studies like those published in the International Journal of Sports Physiology and Performance and the European Journal of Applied Physiology, showing improved endurance and reduced fatigue perception. James, a retired firefighter in his late 60s, loved his morning walks but dreaded the leg cramps that would inevitably strike halfway through. Adding a small, strategic dose of baking soda to his routine a few days before his longer walks made a noticeable difference. "I finished the whole park loop without stopping, without that seizing pain," he told me, genuinely surprised. First time in months. It's these small, tangible victories, walking without pain, gardening without being laid up, that rebuild confidence. Not just confidence in your body's ability, but confidence in your ability to engage with life itself. And while improved muscle function is a significant blessing, there's something even more profound baking soda can support, something many older men worry about daily but speak of rarely. Let's talk about what happens when improved circulation, aided by better pH balance, reaches one of the most vital and sensitive networks in your body. 5. Baking soda and mental clarity. Clearing the brain fog. Many of my patients describe a moment that becomes unsettlingly familiar, walking into a room and utterly blanking on why they're there, struggling to recall a name that's right on the tip of their tongue, waking up feeling as drained as when they went to bed. These lapses are usually dismissed with a resigned sigh and, "Oh, just getting old." But beneath the surface, they chip away at self-assurance, leaving a mark of doubt. Leonard, a retired teacher, put it poignantly, "Dr. Sarah, I used to feel sharp, quick. Now it's like I'm wading through mental molasses." What's often overlooked is the direct link between mental fog, fatigue, and the internal environment of your blood, specifically its pH and how efficiently it delivers fuel to your brain. Your brain is an energy-hungry organ, supremely sensitive to changes in its fuel supply, oxygen and glucose. When your systemic pH is acidic and blood flow is sluggish, as we discussed earlier, this vital delivery system is compromised. Acidosis can impair neurotransmitter function and reduce the brain's ability to utilize energy effectively. It's like trying to run a high-performance engine on clogged fuel lines and low-grade gas. This is another arena where baking soda's alkalizing and circulatory support can shine. By gently nudging the body towards a more optimal pH and supporting healthier blood flow, baking soda helps create the conditions for improved oxygen and nutrient delivery to the brain. The result isn't instant genius, but often a gradual lifting of the fog. Patients report feeling a little sharper, a little more focused, a bit steadier in their thoughts. Leonard noticed it after a few weeks. The fog hasn't vanished, but it's thinner. I can follow conversations better, remember where I put my keys. It feels like a weight lifting. This kind of clarity transcends simple memory. It's about being fully present for your family, your passions, your own thoughts. And when your mind feels more awake and engaged, it creates a ripple effect, energizing your entire being. But what if I told you this same simple support could also benefit one of the most crucial, yet often neglected, muscle groups tied directly to control, strength, and yes, intimate health? 6. Baking soda, circulation, and intimate health. Supporting vital flow. This is often the point where men lean in a little closer, their interest palpable, and understandably so. Sexual confidence doesn't typically vanish overnight. It often erodes slowly, buried under layers of frustration, silent worry, and sometimes shame. Countless older patients have confided in me, their voices low. I just don't feel like myself down there anymore. The spark is gone. What many don't realize is that their challenges frequently have less to do with a single hormone like testosterone plummeting and far more to do with the intricate dance of blood flow. The key player? The network of small, delicate vessels responsible for engorgement and performance, what we might simply call the vascular supply to the genital region. Over time, factors like inflammation, reduced nitric oxide availability, crucial for relaxing these vessels, and endothelial dysfunction can cause these vessels to narrow, become less responsive, or function inefficiently. It's a plumbing issue on a microscopic scale, not necessarily a factory shutdown. Here's where baking soda's established roles, reducing systemic acidity/inflammation and supporting nitric oxide pathways and overall vascular health, become profoundly relevant to intimate vitality. By fostering a healthier internal environment and promoting better blood vessel function systemically, baking soda can indirectly support healthier blood flow to these specific, sensitive areas. Improved flow means better oxygenation, better nutrient delivery, and, crucially, the potential for improved responsiveness. Think of it as optimizing the foundation upon which performance is built. Walter, 72, expressed immense relief after a few months of consistent lifestyle changes, including strategic baking soda use, as part of a broader plan. It wasn't just function, Dr. Sarah. It was feeling like me again down there. Like I hadn't lost that part of myself. It gave me back a sense of dignity I didn't realize I'd missed. This is the kind of holistic restoration we should be talking about more, reclaiming vitality in areas that deeply impact self-worth and connection. Baking soda, used correctly, can be one supportive piece of that larger puzzle. It's not a standalone miracle, but a tool that helps your body function more naturally. Now, understanding what it can do is one thing. Knowing how to use it safely and effectively is the essential next step. 7. How to use baking soda safely. Internal and external methods. Respecting the power now that you understand the potential benefits baking soda offers for circulation, energy, clarity, and intimate health. The crucial question is, how? Because here's the vital truth. Like any potent tool, baking soda demands respect and careful handling. Used improperly, it can cause discomfort or even problems. Over the years, I've seen enthusiastic individuals jump in too fast, taking large doses, using it too frequently, or ignoring contraindications, leading to discouragement or adverse effects like bloating, gas, or electrolyte imbalances. So let me share what I meticulously guide my own patients through. Start low, go slow, and listen to your body. More is not better. In fact, subtlety and consistency are key. Internal use, the core approach, the most common and researched method for systemic effects is oral consumption. Crucially, dose. Start with 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of pure baking soda, sodium bicarbonate. Check the label. Method. Dissolve it completely in a large glass, 8 to 12 ounces, of room temperature or cool water. Never take it dry. Timing. Take it on an empty stomach, ideally first thing in the morning, at least 30 to 60 minutes before eating. Taking it with food can interfere with digestion and cause more gas. Some find taking it 2 to 3 hours after dinner also works. Frequency. Less is often more. Start with 2 to 3 times per week, e.g., Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Observe how you feel. You do not need to take it daily forever. Cycling, e.g., 3 weeks on, 1 week off, can be beneficial for some. Never exceed 1.5 teaspoons in a day without specific medical guidance, and even that is high for most. Hydration. Drink plenty of water throughout the day. External supportive methods. Muscle soak. For tired, achy muscles or joints, add 1/2 to 1 cup of baking soda to a warm bath. Soak for 15 to 20 minutes. The alkaline water may help draw out acids through the skin and soothe discomfort. Foot bath. A warm foot soak with 1 to 2 tablespoons of baking soda can be wonderfully relaxing and help ease swelling or stiffness after a long day. Skin brightening. For dull skin, make a gentle paste with 1 teaspoon baking soda and enough water. Massage very gently onto damp skin, face or body, for 10 to 15 seconds, then rinse thoroughly. Use no more than once a week. Avoid if skin is sensitive or broken. Oral rinse. For occasional freshness or mouth pH balance, dissolve 1/2 teaspoon in water and swish/spit. Not a substitute for brushing. Patients like Margaret, who started with the internal protocol for low energy, reported, "Within a couple of weeks, my digestion felt calmer and my skin actually looked brighter, a bonus I wasn't expecting." The key is consistency with care. However, even the best method fails if common pitfalls are ignored. Before you begin, let's discuss the silent mistakes that can undermine your efforts. 8. The mistakes to avoid with baking soda. Navigating safely. One of the most frustrating things in my practice is witnessing someone try a promising approach like baking soda, only to use it incorrectly and conclude, "It doesn't work for me," or worse, experience side effects that could have been avoided. The enthusiasm is understandable, but knowledge is essential. Here are the critical mistakes to avoid. Overuse/overdosing. This is the number one error. Taking too much, e.g., multiple teaspoons daily, or too frequently, every single day indefinitely, can overwhelm your system. Baking soda is high in sodium. Excessive intake can lead to fluid retention and swelling, edema, increased blood pressure, a significant concern for many over 60, alkalosis, disrupting your body's acid-base balance dangerously, kidney strain, especially if function is already reduced, digestive upset, bloating, gas, cramping. Robert learned this the hard way. Eager for results, he took a full teaspoon twice daily. Soon, he experienced significant bloating and felt oddly fatigued. We scaled back to 1/2 teaspoon 3x/week, and his symptoms resolved while benefits emerged. Stick to the low and slow approach. Skipping breaks/continuous use. Your body is designed for rhythm, not constant intervention. Taking baking soda daily, long-term, isn't necessary for most and can lead to the problems above. Incorporate breaks, e.g., 3 days on, 4 days off, or 3 weeks on, 1 week off. Ignoring medication interactions. Baking soda can interact with several common medications. Blood pressure medications. Its sodium content can counteract some meds or exacerbate hypertension. Diuretics can alter electrolyte balance. Lithium can affect levels. Aspirin and other NSAIDs. Baking soda can increase the rate at which aspirin is excreted, potentially altering its effectiveness. It can also affect absorption of other drugs. Certain antibiotics, e.g. tetracyclines, ketoconazole, altered stomach pH can affect absorption. Antacids/acid reducers. Generally avoid combining. Crucial. Always discuss using baking soda internally with your doctor or pharmacist if you take any regular medications. Ignoring underlying conditions. Baking soda is generally contraindicated or requires extreme caution and medical supervision if you have high blood pressure, hypertension, heart failure, kidney disease, or reduced kidney function, liver disease, edema, swelling, alkalosis on a sodium-restricted diet, taking it incorrectly. Never take baking soda dry. Always dissolve completely in ample water. Avoid taking it close to meals, especially protein-heavy meals, to prevent digestive interference and gas. Using the wrong kind. Ensure you use pure sodium bicarbonate. Check the ingredients. Avoid baking powder, which contains other additives like aluminum and acids. Natural doesn't automatically mean risk-free. It means powerful and deserving of respect. When used wisely, however, this simple ingredient becomes a valuable, gentle ally. For those ready to implement it thoughtfully, I've distilled my clinical experience into a simple, sustainable 7-day rhythm my senior patients consistently find beneficial and easy to follow. 9. The 7-Day Glow and Confidence Morning Protocol. A gentle rhythm reel. Lasting vitality rarely comes from drastic overhauls or rigid, unsustainable regimens. It blossoms from small, consistent, manageable actions that build momentum over time. That's the philosophy behind this 7-day protocol. It's not a strict rulebook, but a gentle rhythm, something my patients in their 60s, 70s, and beyond can integrate without stress, often experiencing surprising shifts in energy and well-being. It centers around intentional morning choices. The core rhythm, days 1, 3, 5, and 7, e.g., Mon, Wed, Friday, Sun the baking soda morning upon waking, before breakfast or coffee. Dissolve 1/2 teaspoon of pure baking soda in a large glass, 8 to 12 ounces, of room temperature water. Stir until fully dissolved. Drink it down. Wait at least 30 minutes before consuming anything else. Water is fine. Days 2, 4, and 6, e.g., Tuesday, Thursday, set the recovery and nourish mornings. Choose one focus for the morning: hydration and movement. Drink a large glass of plain water or warm lemon water. Then, engage in 5 to 10 minutes of gentle movement, stretching, tai chi, a very short walk. Focus on deep, calming breaths. External support. Enjoy a warm foot soak with 1 to 2 tablespoons baking soda for 15 minutes while sipping herbal tea. Or, use a gentle baking soda face rinse. Dissolve a 1/4 teaspoon in water, splash on face, rinse well. Mindful nourishment. Prepare a nutrient-rich breakfast focusing on alkalizing foods. Think leafy greens, berries, avocado, almonds, and eat slowly, mindfully. Throughout all 7 days. Hydrate. Aim for half your body weight in ounces of water daily, e.g., 75 ounces if you weigh 150 pounds. Add a pinch of mineral salt or lemon if desired. Listen. Pay attention to your body's signals. Adjust frequency or skip a baking soda morning if anything feels off. Consistency over intensity. The power is in repeating the gentle rhythm week after week. Earl, a longtime patient in his late 70s, captured the essence beautifully. It's not a chore, Dr. Sarah. It's become my quiet morning ritual. Something I do for me. And honestly, after a few weeks, I started looking forward to waking up. That spark, that sense of I've got this, it started flickering back. This protocol isn't a cure-all, it's an invitation. An invitation to your body to remember its innate capacity for balance, renewal, and quiet strength. But even the most beautiful rhythm needs the right foundation. And that brings us to something deeper than any supplement or protocol: the silent burden too many carry, and the freedom found in releasing it. 10 final words from Dr. Sarah Michelle. Reclaiming what's yours, there's a message I carry in my heart, one I wish every man and woman navigating the rich landscape of life after 60 could truly absorb, not just here. Your body is not broken. It may move a little slower, feel softer in places, bear the marks of time and experience, or sometimes feel unfamiliar. But it is still yours. It is still fundamentally alive. It is still capable of deep joy, surprising strength, genuine connection, and profound healing. What we often label as aging isn't merely the calendar pages turning. It's frequently the accumulated weight of inflammation, unresolved stress, societal silence about mature vitality, and too often, a corrosive sense of shame. I've held space for patients carrying years of silent disappointment, shame about a changing libido, frustration with a softening middle, grief over feeling like a diminished version of the person they once were. What my decades of practice have taught me, and what I strive to remind them, is this: confidence isn't a relic of youth you outgrow. It's a birthright you reclaim. And that reclamation often starts with the smallest, most intentional acts of self-regard. Choosing to wake up and nourish your body strategically, even with something as humble as baking soda used wisely, isn't just about biochemistry. It's a powerful statement. It's telling your body, you still matter. I still care. We're not done yet. I believe this with every fiber of my being. You are not done. In fact, you might be standing at the threshold of your most powerful, wise, and authentically vibrant chapter. The experiences you carry, the resilience you've forged, combined with a body supported towards better balance and flow, create a potent alchemy. This journey back to vitality is yours to take, one simple, empowered step at a time. If this message resonated with you, if even one part sparked a sense of recognition or hope, please take a moment. Hit the like button below. It tells me this content matters. Share this video with a friend, a partner, or someone in your community who might need to hear this message of hope and practical empowerment. Your voice matters. Leave a comment below. Tell me what part resonated most, share your experiences, or let me know what health topic you'd like me to explore next for vibrant living after 60. Your input directly shapes the support I provide. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to this channel and tap the bell icon. It's completely free, and it ensures you never miss these science-backed, shame-free strategies to help you reclaim your energy, your glow, and your confidence. New insights arrive regularly,